Good day everyone, Complaining Gamer here. The one we've been waiting for has finally dropped. Cemu 1.14.0 with the reworked texture cache has been released for Patreon supporters. But before we go too crazy, let's slow it down as I need to be as delicate as I can. This is an experimental work in progress build with many known bugs. If you're out of the loop and missed my previous coverage, which you should definitely check out right now, you may have missed the fact that we have two simultaneous Cemu builds to play with. 1.13.0 designed to be stable and identical to 1.12.2 plus a few interface extras, which is available to the public on August 5th, and experimental Cemu 1.14.0, which is not ready for public consumption and from what I can tell does not have a public release date yet. The reason being that it simply isn't stable enough for a quality gaming experience and is work in progress build one of an expected many, so currently very buggy. Before we discuss the issues, let's go over the announced fixes. Fixes performance problems due to point rendering in Mario Kart 8's Toad's Turnpike and other levels, as well as Fatal Frame 5, also known as Project Zero. Fixed shadows in Pokken and Hyrule Warriors and Unity based games. Blocky artifacts on newer Nvidia GPUs are gone, for example in Breath of the Wild and Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Some games now show graphics rather than just a black screen, for example Batman Arkham Origins. Mario Kart 8 shadows now working on AMD. Xenoblade Chronicles X purple texture glitches are mostly, if not completely, fixed. Smaller improvements are visible projectiles in Tachyon Project, face shadows in Mass Effect 3, character lighting in Assassin's Creed titles, and no more black flicker in Super Mario 3D World levels 1 to 5. Now onto the known issues, partially or entirely broken graphics. For example, Splatoon Ink mechanic is broken. Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark doesn't display graphics anymore, and Breath of the Wild has an intermittent flickering on Nvidia GPUs. Some, but not all games are broken on AMD GPUs, and that includes Breath of the Wild. Most games are broken on Intel integrated GPUs. Older bugs have returned, like the infamous teleportation glitch in Breath of the Wild where Link insta-pops in and out of existence. Also, Cemu 1.14.0 work in progress build 1 also has some internal optimizations turned off, resulting in slightly worse FPS overall. So a quick summary on GPU vendor performance for work in progress build 1. Nvidia comes out on top with some broken games, AMD has quite a lot that don't work, and Intel at the bottom with even more than that. The Cemu team estimates that another month of work will be necessary to bring 1.14.0 to a usable and stable state. This means that there will be progressive iterative builds most likely tested by Patreon supporters before it gets to the public for free. Early tests show that Cemu Hook works, as do some graphic packs, but not resolution packs, which need to be rebuilt from the ground up. Before the community collectively loses their mind, I will say I'm surprised about some of the issues. Whilst expectation is a dangerous thing in the world of emulation, I had hoped for a more developed Cemu 1.14.0, especially given the delay. On the flip side, patience is a virtue, and if implemented correctly and successfully, we should see bugs disappear one by one and Wii U titles play better than they ever have with hopefully zero texture bugs. My point is, don't panic. Stay tuned for regular updates regarding 1.14.0 where we will gradually reach the experience we've been waiting for. Leave your ideas, thoughts and comments down below. Complaining Gamer social media links are also there. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like. If you didn't, dislike. And to stay up to date with all things emulation, subscribe and hit that bell icon. I'll catch you in the next one.